Hey, it's your old buddy Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2019 Platinum Edition. And this is the CNO Hinton Division, episode 39. And we're going to start off this episode with our buddy Andrew, because that's where we left off in episode 38. So it only makes sense. He wasn't done yet, but we ran out of time. Now, aren't these two... I mean, look at all the classics in this one shot. We got some classic Chevys. I think those are Chevys. And then we got the classic steam train in the background. This is just there's so much classic, I would even call it classy. I'm also thinking about quitting the railroad because we are at the Nelson Ice House right now, and the Union Ice House. And if these guys are making this kind of money at the Ice House, I'm in the wrong business. I need to get out of railroading and start doing icing. I don't know. Yeah, Union Ice. The Union Ice Company is evidently paying, or maybe the boss is in today. Maybe that's it right there. Take a look at this guy over here. That looks like the boss. Yep, he's wearing a purple plaid. That's a dead giveaway. That's a cool truck there, huh? Nice. What does that say? Agents to something? Can't read when we get that close. Agents to Principal Circus. That's what I get out of that. Okay, anyhow. So these fellas here are unloading these items here at the Union Ice House. And what Andrew has to do next is these boxcars here are sitting out waiting to go into this right here. Now, someone brought up the idea of why didn't I just park these right here on this track where they're eventually going to have to end up going, because this is a dead-end track. So it's not like anything's going to be in the way here. I don't know. It sounds like a good idea. No doubt about it. But maybe because what if I have like 6 or 7 cars here eventually, and only 2 need to be filled out, which means I'd have to then manipulate them out of the way, put them back. Well, here all I have to do is grab the ones I want and stick them on that track to load. A lame excuse, but that's what I'm going with. Okay. So, anywho, these cars right up here. One of these cars is goods for coal tipple number 1 at the Nelson coal mine. And the other one is goods. The other 6 are good for coal tipple number 1. Did I say number 1 already? So one's going to number 2 and one's going to number 1, and that's up this way. So we're going to have to get Andrew going here. Now I wonder. Well, let's stop one. Let's first hook up. Let's do one thing at a time. Here we go. Here he goes. What's he looking like now? I think is he oil fired? I never remember. He is. He's got plenty of oil, plenty of water. He's been sitting down and Hinton for I don't know how long, so. For many, many episodes. I think this might be the first episode he's left. No. I think earlier on we were doing stuff in, somewhere, was it, okay, obviously I don't remember. We're doing something with cattle, though. I'm trying to remember where he was working the cattle. I don't know. Does it really make a difference? Let me think. Nope, it doesn't. All right. Here he comes. Across that level crossing there. Now, is that really a road, or is that just like a service road? Well, I mean, it's really a road, but is it a public road or is it a service road? I don't know. Could be just services. It may not lead anywhere other than just the Quinnamont business district there. All right. So this person's house right here, that looks like somebody's private residence. Where does this road go to? Comes down here, goes over this way. Yeah, it snakes all around. It looks like it's a service road, right? Yeah. It doesn't really go anywhere else than down here. Okay. All right. Did I flip that switch up there? I did. So let's back it up now. Oh, I'm laughing because I'm looking for. I just pulled the reverser bar, the reverser level on my rail driver. It's not hooked up right now. I don't have Trainz hooked up. You can do it, and I've done it before. Wasn't real happy with the results of it. I was just playing Run 8 before I did this, which I'm so used to pulling the reverser. You don't have to do that when you're using, the control I got down here in the lower right-hand corner. It's just the keys on the keyboard to get things going. All right, here he comes now. We have it. Now, the next question I need to answer. Okay, the first one, this boxcar right here, is going to Cold Tipple 2. All the rest are going to Cold Tipple 1. All right. Here we go. Now, is there a Nelson track mark? I could drive it up there, or I could track mark it up there. Let's see. Is there a Nelson ride to track mark? Nelson TM, or track mark, I mean. It says there's a... Okay, what if... New River Mining. No, okay, it's Nelson. So let's just go to Nelson, see what it does. Appears to be going in the right direction. The reason I do this instead of driving it, that's kind of a cool shot, huh? We're inside the engine. Things flicking back and forth. I don't know that much about driving steam engines. You know why that would be flicking back and forth like that? Well, we'll let it go. Go back to our usual shot. Because if there are any... sometimes it's hard to see when there are crossings coming up, and the AI is much better at it. And to you guys, what difference does it make if I'm driving it or the AI? We still get to watch it go all the way up. So that's why I'm opting to go this route. This is a bendy, twisty ride on the way up. I'm going to admit it. Before I started recording, I ran up there and saw where everything lies. I was also on the verge of adding a Y up here. Because there is no Y, which means he's going to have to back all the way down. But I mean, that's what they would do in real life. And in Nelson there, strike that, in Quinamont there is, the track is set up as a Y. So we can back around and then get back on the main line and go that way. So we're just going to be coming down this track backwards, but it's not a main line. It's just a spur to get up to Nelson. Is the riverbed dry off to our right there? Looks like it's got like aqua colors and stuff to it. Maybe it dries out. I was somewhere in Michigan and was touring it was a national park? I don't know. But I learned something about logging that I didn't know, and that is that they would usually have the loggers go out and do most of the cutting in the winter, which I thought was ridiculous. Why wouldn't you go out there in the summer where it's nicer? I mean, it doesn't get real hot in Michigan, right? I mean, there are, I'm sure, 90-degree days, but it's not like Florida or something, right? So apparently, they would cut it down. They would cut down the trees in winter because then in the spring, when all the snow would melt, that's when dry lake bed or riverbeds like this, or even the ones that weren't dry, but they had obviously filled with a lot more water, and that was the time to float your logs downstream. Makes sense. It does. Because otherwise, so they would show anywhere in pictures and in different places where we looked around, they would have these places where they would store the logs right next to the river. They'd pile them up high. And then when the snow started melting, that's when they would release those stores, push them all into the river, and they would go down. And then they would mark the logs so that when they got down near the sawmills would only pull out the logs that were meant from them. Because all different companies would throw all their different logs in there. So you had to mark which logs were yours so the sawmills wouldn't cut up logs from a different logging company that they did not cut down. just thought that was relatively interesting. What has that got to do with us going to a coal mine in West Virginia? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Are we in West Virginia? Or are we in Virginia right now? Hinton is in West Virginia? I think it's in West Virginia. Still not convinced of that, though. Thurmond. That's where we were working with Andrew before it was up in Thurmond. That's where we were working the livestock up there. They even got a little turntable up there in Thurmond that I did not put in. It was in there from the route designers. Now, is this a whistle post coming up here on our right? Did I install? What is this right here? This is... Nope. It's a mile marker. Y01. Nice fall colors. Oh, such an option. Because we're in September. What do you know? September in real life, IRL, and it's September in the game, too. Boy, I didn't realize this was a 15-mile-an-hour haul all the way up this hill. Now, there is no... If I go to... Yeah, there is no... Let's set up an action shot here, shall we? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Here he comes. We're going to go right over the riverbed. Is that water there? I don't know. I can't tell by looking at it. Is it supposed to be water and they just painted it on there? That could be it. It's definitely a riverbed, right? All right. Look at that. That's a nice shot with the train coming up the hill like that. I'm loving it. I put out a Tidewater episode. If you don't know, I also do a Tidewater episode. Series, I should say. Hold on, let's be quiet for this. That is just one beautiful sight. And I said during the Tidewater episode, if you happen to watch it, that I was going to make this C&O right after that one. It never happened. Life got in the way again. And so today now, after I'm done making this episode of the C&O, I'm going to McDonald's while this renders and gets uploaded to the YouTube. And then after lunch, after McDonald's, I am going to make a UMR. Gotta happen. I got things coming up in the next few days that are not going to allow me to record anything. So I gotta get it out. But I did not look to see that this was 15 mile an hour all the way up. That's what it appears is going to be. We haven't come across any crossings. We are out in the middle of nowhere. And it's awful smoky. We're taking it right in the face right now. How about we get a little bit lower? There we go. Take it in the face so much. Uh-oh. Why are we slowing down? Oh, because the speed limit just slowed down to 10 right there. we're coming up on the first tipple. I think we hit number 1 first, then we hit number 2. The mile post marker. Oh, right in the face. Oh, wait, yeah, this is LYO2. What would LY stand for? I don't know. Now we're down low and we're still sucking on stack smoke. Is this a 210-4? Is that what this is? It is a 410-2. Got it backwards. 4 in the front, 2 in the back. Not the other way around. Someone also mentioned that this train is a long ways from home. Yes, it is. Southern Pacific. Why, that would be out near California, wouldn't it? And we're over here in West Virginia. That is a long ways off. Yes, it is. I made some stupid excuse to the person who brought it up. And they weren't criticizing her. They were just being... They made a very funny remark, made me laugh when they said that train is a long way from home. Yeah, you're right. I hadn't really thought about that, but you're absolutely right. It is. And so I said something about that we got it on sale or something dumb like that. And but then why wouldn't they rebrand it as CNO? You want to know why? Because where I got this train from, I think was pretty sure it was Jointed Rail, and Jointed Rail doesn't make it in the livery for CNO. And I really like this train. So there you go. There's your answer. Is that a road way up there? It looks like a bridge way up there, doesn't it? Let's run ahead again here now. How much further we got to go? Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. We got a long... There it is. There, it's finally there. But that's a long ways to go. Uh-oh. There we are. That's right. We can make more action shots. We're all here for the trains, right? This is a nice long shot at a freight train that we normally don't get. Say hello to the folks, Andrew. What kind of a grade are we on going up here? That could be something else we could look at. Show track profile. Is it really 6% on the way up? That can't be it, right? Signal speed, junction triggers. Yeah, track grading is the only thing I have on there. 6.75, that can't be right. Can that be right? Oop, we're on this way. There we go. Let's go up, try to find ourselves another... Well, we're going to get too far away from it now. We do want to watch the train most of the time, right? Here we go. This is a good shot here. We could go into walking around mode. That's not walking around mode. There we go. We were fishing in the creek, and then we heard the train coming, so we ran up here. Said, Looky, Jimmy Tom. Jimmy Tom. No, that's not a good name. Look at Jethro. Train's coming. Then what we're going to do is we're going to run out. Whoops. No. I can't move. Why can't I move? There we go. I'm going to run out here. I'm going to put a nickel, a buffalo nickel on the track, and then we're going to step back. And then as the engine comes by, we're going to pump our arms to try to get him to blow his whistle and see if it works. This really is a pretty shot. Can't see us yet. Okay, pump your arm. Pump your arm. Everybody pump your arm. Are you pumping your arm at home? Pump your arm. Pump it. Yeah. That's nice. It's funny that we put a nickel on the track. These are nickel plate roads. Hell, how about that? There they go. Further up the track. Let's see. Look, our nickel is flattened. All right, now here is a crossing. Now, is it automatic? It should be, right? I don't know. We're pretty close. It still hasn't gone off. What? Yeah, I had to do it manually. Thought I went through and put everything on these tracks. Okay. Can't get under the smoke. There we are. Look. Kind of a cool shot. I like that. This is kind of a laid-back episode, huh? I have never been up to Nelson with a train. I did go up there and look around. Never been up to Nelson coal mines. So I was unaware it was going to be this laid back. Not that I'm regretting it. Because we all know if this is not your thing, if you don't like this, then, this ain't the channel for you. Side view of the train there. Ooh, that's nice. Back off again. Going around this corner now. Is this the last corner? Let it play out. That building up there? Right there? That might be it. Nope. Did I see a building up there? Or is it just a tree or rock? Oh, it's probably this right here. Probably the bridge. Holy moly, how much further we got to go? Still around several corners yet. Okay. We are chugging our way up here. We could come over here. Oh, no. Just tap it. It's not bad. It's not bad. We are fishing. Oh, jeez. Can I? If I go walking around mode, it's not gonna work, is it? If I go to walking around mode, what's it gonna do? Gosh darn it. Let's go up here. Oh, okay. So this will work. This will work. Oh, it clips. Don't clip. All right. Let's just look at it here. Here we go. I wanted to be like we were on the bridge, but it's just not going to happen. This bridge is very much like the fork in The Matrix. Remember that scene? The key is, in order to bend don't try to bend the fork with your mind. That's impossible. The key is to know that the fork does not exist, or something like that. I wanted it to be more dramatic, and it turned out it wasn't. So the bridge doesn't exist. We just phase right through it, I guess. So I was getting at. Well, I guess from now on, we're going to have to send the train up to Nelson all by itself. There it goes. Let's catch up to it again. How about we get a wider angle view now? There. All right. It's coming up on 27 minutes to just get this load up the hill. And this road, I'm assuming, is only a service road, right? Although there may be the town of Nelson. Can you imagine traveling that road during the winter? Ooh, that's got to be rough. Or even during the spring. All the water coming down here has got to be a deluge. It is a long, slow climb. I was also, once again, there. I see the tipple. We're almost there. I was also looking into, like I've been said in many of my videos. I can't remember if I said during this series or not, but that I was thinking about going to Trainz 22. And then I was reading online on their website, on the community page, that people were saying that they downloaded the UMR, and that's like 380, the new UMR, and that was like 380 megs. And then there's a thing on there where you can upgrade it to HD terrain. And when they were done updating, it was like 3.1 gigs. Yeah, from 380 megs to 3-point-some gigs. Oh my gosh. I would need to buy a new drive just to have one route on it. So, because I was hoping that the HD, and now it speeds up to 15, that's weird. I was hoping that the HD would get rid of some of the stutters I have on especially on the UMR, but I'm not gonna have a 3 gig route on there. That's something that needs to be optimized, or is it just because of the HD terrain there's no optimization that's going to fix it? All right, so we're finally here, a long haul, and they are mining coal way up there. Okay, so he's probably getting ready to hit this track mark here. All right, so the coal tipple This is, I believe, coal tipple 1, and that's where they're going to offload it. Is this coal tipple 1? Let's get out. It is coal tipple 1. All righty. So, and I said 2 is at the front, right? Yeah. So let us pull forward until the last boxcar is in place. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking now in brain noodle type place that he's really had struggling getting going on this grade. When we have to go back down and work the ice house, these boxcar are going to be in the way. Not that it's going to, I mean, we'll have to push all the boxcar back down there. That's not tragedy. I think there's a place up here, too, where I can pull them up out of the way. I'm not sure. All right, so we're going to pull this guy right here. This guy's been waiting for a while. He was told it was coming up. Here we go. Now, wait a minute. What, are there any switches or anything going on there? Not that I need to worry about right now, no. Eventually there will be. What am I doing? There we go. We're not loading coal cars here. We're just unloading these box cars. Here he comes. Start to slow it down. They're going to be able to unload one box car at a time here. That's it. That's all they get. Oop. This view, easier to line it up. That'll do. Right there. Okay, then we're going to go like this. View the details. And we are going to open the doors on this side. Door 2? Nope, it's door 1. There it is. Okay, boys, you can offload that equipment there. And then we are going to apply the handbrake. We are going to decouple right here. And this last one should be for coal tipple 2. It is. Okay, now we're going to go to coal tipple 2. There we go. Here he comes. Coal tipple 2 is up this way. Well, let's make sure this is switch is thrown correctly up here before we go up that way. Yep, it is. Okay, we've got a yellow. Here he comes. You know, there are some people that live here, which only makes sense, right? I mean, have your coal miners live right on site. Awfully convenient. What is this burning right here? It appears to be a mattress. It's a mattress that's burning. That's sad. Okay. Give it a little more juice to get us to 15. There we go. And we're going to clear this one right here. This way, do we go track 1 or track 2? I don't know. They're calling it Hemlock 02. I don't know why. I'm assuming this track going this way now. I can't remember. I think it is pretty long. Because you're going to have to back coal cars onto it. I mean, with this one box car, it's no big deal. But the coal cars, right? You have to get 10, 15, 20, 25 of them up here. Hemlock 1. I did not name that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Not quite as long as I thought it would be, but okay, now we got to fly back this way because where is it? The goods is on this side, so it's on track 1. What does that sign say right there? Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad property, no thoroughfare. Who would think there was a thoroughfare? What are these buildings up here? Oh, it's like where trucks can drop off stuff, huh? Cool. All right, back this way. There we go, back this way. So we want to go this, yeah, and then we're gonna go that. That's right. Okay, Andrew, back it up, buddy. Put her in reverse. Here he goes. 10 on this one seems to 50% seems to be getting us a 15 mile an hour on this. Or is it? Yeah. I thought maybe because we're going up the grade, we're only able to get that fast, but not really. This is a red. I know I passed the signal of danger. I can't imagine why. Why would it be at danger? We're going to go right through the front yard of these houses right here. Beautiful. A special treat for them. Other box cars are down there. You can see them. The Coal Tipple 1. Oh, it's 10 miles an hour. Should probably pay attention to the speed limits. There we go. Through the trees. This is really cool. I mean, I don't know if you're enjoying this or not, but I'm having a really good time. We're kind of winding through the mountains here and going to these coal tipples. This is a very pretty route, very unique route, very different from my the UMR and the. Oh man. Yeah, okay, how many people were screaming at the screen that I'm on the wrong track? Okay, yeah, maybe I should stop admiring the beauty of the scene and try to do some real railroading. So now we're going to come back down and get onto the correct track. Honest mistake. Honest mistake. I just got to clear this switch right here. That's why we ran back down here. Past Hemlock 2. I can hear him coming. Take this opportunity to steal myself a drink. Very lovely. Still don't see him. Didn't think he was this far away. Here he comes. Okay, I was just about ready to go up there. Say, uh-oh, I sent him the wrong way, but then I was looking at it. It's forward. So, yeah, he's correct. It's just 10 mile an hour. That's not real fast. But on these kind of grades, that's probably the safe bet. Here he comes. Alrighty. So we went through those people's front yards for no reason. Sorry, people. My conductor messed that one up. Of course, I am the conductor and the engineer, but it makes me feel better if I can blame it on somebody else. All right. Now, let's try this again. Here we go. Oh, no. Okay, crazy. There we go. Alrighty. You know what we can do is we can ride this like a cowboy. Cool, huh? Camera shot there. Looking back at the train. These houses are not really luxury accommodations. Now, are these houses that the coal miners just live in while they're coal mining and they're in the off season? They don't? Is there an off season? Where they, they live here only when they're, working their shift or something? What sense would that make? It wouldn't. Yeah. Or are these permanent houses? Hard to say. I don't know the history of the area. Well, we're coming, guys. We got a load of pickaxes and shovels and some replacement parts for your coal trains, little coal wagons that go into the mine, stuff like that. Feed for the mules. Are they still using mules in the 40s and 50s? I guess would be no, but here we go. Some lumber. The door is probably right below us, is what I'm thinking. Back this up. This is a cool shot. About right here. Stop us. Okay, now get off the train. Now we got to open the door. We're going to go with door number 1. Yes. Okay. All right, so that is the end of Andrew's turn. Let me put you guys on pause. I'll figure out what we're doing next. I'm starting to think that these guys that own these 2 cars are train spotters. Aren't these the same 2 cars we saw when we were down in Quinnamont? They're just parked differently now? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. There's a different car over there. A Chevy, I think, right? But anywho, we are here now with Adair. And he is at Brooks, as you can see right there. And so he's ready to move on to his next station. And his next station, of course, is, I looked it up, Sandstone. So he's going to go to Sandstone. So let's prepare him to do that. First, we got to do this, right? Drive to track mark, Sandstone first. There we go. So this is a track that we had to realign the yeah, don't do that. I was gonna put low, but you don't do that on these. We had to realign it because Andrew was like clipping through the caboose as he went up. Oh, you know what I'm also thinking? Back with Andrew, oh no, is we did leave the caboose on the main line. Oh, I wanted to grab his caboose before, well, it's too late now. I mean, I guess I could go back right now, but we're not gonna. I I can correct that later. There's not that many trains running around on the lines right now anyway, so shouldn't cause a problem because it's a 2-track main line, so they can just route around him. But yeah. Okay, so it's 3:14 right now. We'll watch him for the requisite 5 minutes until we hit 3:19. You'll be able to see some more of the route, and you'll be able to see it faster because we're doing 50 instead of 10. Gas station on the right there. We got a high green. Hoover River on the left there. Trees popping in on the mountain up in front of us there. I know that really bothers some people, but I don't mind it. So he's going to Sandstone right now. Then after that, he's got to go to Meadow Creek, and then after that, he's got to go to Quinnamont. So Andrew's turn will happen before this train reaches that area, so we'll be able to move it out of the way in time. Here is a tower on our right. Switching tower. Very cool. We've been inside that switching tower to watch Andrew coming the other way. Because I think it was that one. Pretty sure it was. Suddenly we're on a 3-track main. Let's take a side view of the look of the engine here. We're going to move backwards. That's nice. And then these are Chesapeake and Ohio cars. That's why I got them. Looks like they have a numbering system. Yes, they do. The numbers are different. Why does that please me? I don't know, but it does. Some of my cars I have, though, the rolling stock I have does not have separate numbers. It's the same number on every one. What are you going to do? The gantry with a green. Apparently, it's 5 miles to get to Sandstone. That's what I mapped out. They got a lot of right-hand turns going on right now. Like a milepost coming up here in the middle, right here. Let's get down and see if we can see what it is as we go by. It is. Yep, I could not read the number, but it was a milepost. Went by too fast. A lot of rapids over here. Look at that. Right. Where do you see a yellow or something? He's slowing down. Half speed. There it is right up there. You see it? A yellow over a green way over here. My cursor's in the way. It's on the gantry. Can't hold it on there, so I can't figure out what it is. It's restricted. Medium approach. All right. But I do know this. It's the end of the video, folks. Yep, we've gotten into the butter zone. We're down. You see it's 13:19. That's what I said we're going to watch them till. And we can't go to another train. It'll be Andrew, actually, who we're going to go back to. So we can't continue. Well, we could, but we're just not going to. Now let's see if this will tell me what this is. Approach medium is what I thought it said there for a second. Approach medium. Yep, okay. All right, so I hope you had fun. I had lots of fun. It was a nice, relaxing episode. We weren't in the Hinton yard at all this time, which is really unusual. But sometimes that happens, and I get to sit back and watch some trains roll through the mountains. It's kind of cool, even though it was going really slow. Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you like? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like going up mountains really slowly, like 10 miles an hour, well, this just may not be the channel for you.